Recording. Excellent. Here we go. Week 2 match. Continental Draft League, Season 5. We're facing KZ, Portland Soul Blazers. He has, in my opinion, the pre-draft or post-draft rankings, the strongest team in the league. I think it was drafted very, very well. He has a Protein Greninja, Tapu Bulu, Heatran, Silvally, Galvantula, Miltank, Hitmontop, Zygarde 10%, Mega Alakazam, Rotom, Base Form, and Charizard. So in my opinion, it's a very tough matchup, but very doable for me since I definitely did have several tools that were very strong against him. So we see he brought Bulutran and then Greninja, Alakazam, Silvally, Zygarde. So pretty fast team, but we have a little bit of speed here as well. We have a Subtoxic Torment Salazzle with Sludge Wave. This actually beats both Heatran and Tapu Bulu, which is something that not many mons can say. We have a Agility Pinchberry Braviary. Pinchberry is just so we don't get revenged by Greninja's Water Shuriken. We have a D-Dance Ghosteam Z Dragapult with Darts, Phantom Force, and Substitute. We have a bulky, slow, physical Assault Vest Manaphy with knockoff U-Turn, Liquidation, and Icy Wind. We have a typical Roost Rocks Gliscor. And then lastly, we have a sub Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Toxic Breloom. This is designed to just be really, really annoying to his whole team. So let's get into the fight. Lead is our Manaphy versus Greninja. This is a very easy knockoff for me. I am super bulky with Assault Vest, so he really cannot touch me. The worst he can do is like set up spikes or status me, but all he does is just go for a U-turn. I don't remember if I U-turn. I knock off. Fortunately, Silvally. I think this calc told me he was a lot of HP. After this, oh, this was the important thing. He's actually faster than my Manaphy, which is great because I get off a slow U-turn here. So I can bring in my Salazzle against the Bulu. This immediately threatens him out. The only thing he can really do is go Heatran, but oh, son of a gun. So he goes Heatran, I sub up. Now I click Toxic. We're getting a lot of recovery here, which is great. We'll just slow this down. Heatran is Toxic. You love to see it. He just gets his rocks up. At this point, I think I sub again in case he Earth Powers me. You know what? I don't know why I subbed again. Because I think everything else I really had just didn't hit him. I should have Tormented here, to be honest. He switches. I sub up again. At this point, I am fearing... I'm fearing Water Shuriken, which, if I calc... If he was Specs, I think it had a chance to KO me with, like, 4 hits. Didn't want to really take the risk, so I think I go Manaphy here. I know I go Breloom. Okay, we're pretty especially bulky, so we're okay to take whatever he throws out. It's a Dark Pulse, which would have been... Oh man, if I click Sludge Wave here, or Toxic, he would have been in a load of trouble. So this calc told me he was uninvested. Go back to Manaphy, or he U-turns out, I believe. He goes into Alakazam. So I've taken 2 U-turns on Manaphy, so he does not know my special bulk, but he does not know I'm Assault Vest here. So this comes like probably one of the biggest turns of the game. Psychic fails to KO me because of Assault Vest, and I deal 92 with a U-turn. KZ is not very happy about this, and I can pick this thing off with a Mach Punch. We get a lot of recovery in Breloom, which is great. Who comes in next? I want to say it was the Greninja comes back in. No, here we go, it's the Bulu. I think I sub here just to start being... Oh no, I Toxic him right away. And he Gleams me. This, I really did not expect Dazzling Gleam here. I guess in hindsight it kind of makes sense because then with no physical fairy move, like Dragapult just is a huge problem to him. So I guess in hindsight this kind of does make sense. It's a pretty good play. So we go to Gliscor here just to start wearing it down with Toxic. We get our own rocks up. I think he Horn Leeches? Yeah, Horn Leeches. So he goes back to full, but he's starting to take more Toxic damage. I want to say a Roost on this turn. I think I calced it, and I came out almost even on health after Roost, which I was okay with, as long as he was taking continual Toxic damage. But he switches here to Greninja, which is very good for me. Go away. I don't know why this is still there. I get a Roost off. This is great. So I'm fearing Ice Beam here, obviously. What do? I don't remember quite what happens here. Yeah, switch to Manaphy. We just sack it. What does he do? U-turn? U-turn fails. So if he's choiced at this point, he's locked into U-turn. So we go Braviary here. We threaten a Scarf big hit, and it's time to click Agility. We're gonna get fast. This thing gets lit up. I think he said he was Scarf after this game to revenge Dragapult, which is kind of questionable, because if I Dragon Dance, then you're not very fast, son. You die to darts. But I'm actually still faster than him after Agility. Brave Bird destroys him. In comes Silvally. I click Brave Bird again, and I just missed the KO on this thing, 5%. I think it was a low roll. If I get a high roll there and kill him, then I claim like 2 more kills, because Braviary just does so much damage to everything. So this turn we go Dragapult, and I can set up on this. Now, I did not think of... Well, let me think of this. I first thought of Draco Meteor. I thought Draco Meteor was going to be the Silvally's click here, so this is why I click Substitute. So I can start to lower his special attack and make him less dangerous. But the Ice Beam comes out, which is kind of unfortunate. I do have a good bit of bulk on this. I can actually take an Ice Beam kind of comfortably. And if I would have been able to dance right there, I could have just ended the game on the spot. But unfortunately, I didn't know that. So let's just Salazzle on the Ice Beam. We can take it comfortably, and we can just start clicking Sludge Wave on stuff. Very easy KO. What comes in next? I'm going to say Greninja. And I think I go to Gliscor here. I think I'm in big trouble here, because I think he's choiced Scarfed with Ice Beam, which really hurts. Like, it destroys Gliscor, and it does a ton of damage to Dragapult. So I had to save Salazzle at this point. I thought I lost this game at this point until I realized he is not... did I realize he was choiced at this point? I don't think he's revealed if he was choice locked or not, but he Dark Pulses here. Now he Water Shurikens. Now I know he's not choiced, so I'm like, okay, we might be alright, because Dragapult outspeeds him and KOs him at this percent. He gets 4 hits. I Bulldoze to throw the speed, and Bulldoze because of Tapu Bulu, so we don't weaken that Earthquake. I let Gliscor go because we've confirmed no Scarf at this point. I know Dragapult outspeeds, so we can get the kill with the darts, and then it's mostly game. What do I do here? Do I dart him? Yeah. Dart him for a total of 26. I know he's taking toxic damage. He's going to take another turn of toxic damage, so I Phantom Force. He misses the Flash Cannon. 12 more will put him comfortably in range of this Phantom Force, which it gets the kill, which is awesome. At this point, the game is mostly wrapped up. Here, Z Phantom Force, I want to say, did something like 74 to 82, but I really didn't know his spread still. So I clicked sub once to try and get a little bit of toxic damage, but I forgot about terrain, which basically negated the first turn of that. At this point, I wanted to stay out of Shuriken range, so I just clicked the Z move here, and if I get the kill, I win. And we do. And that pretty much spells the end for this one. So Pretty well played on both sides. I think if the Greninja was scarfed, it would have been a lot scarier, but it was unfortunate for him. So we pick up the 2-0 W. Feels very good, my dude. All right.